Colleagues, as far as subject matter jurisdiction, that's the only thing we are debating here. The question before you of what you have to consider is what is the subject matter jurisdiction of LB 626, which is an abortion ban. 626 deals with abortion and restrictions on abortion and reproductive health care. It implicates matters of personal privacy, bodily integrity, and civil rights. The bill references the criminal code in describing a potential exception or an affirmative defense to the 6-week ban on abortion that the bill seeks to establish. The bill deals with criminal law, criminal punishment, immunity from criminal prosecution. The bottom line is that people need to understand that this bill will, in fact, have criminal exposure to healthcare workers. Also notably, LB 626 does not eliminate the currently existing crimes regarding abortion, nor does LB 626 reference the current criminal penalties relating to abortion. The Judiciary Committee needs to examine the interplay between LB 626 and the current criminal laws on abortion and what LB 626 proposes to do in order to see what the interrelationship is between current law and criminal law and what LB 626 proposes. Committees are not just our colleagues. It's not just who we crack and pack into each committee to get the outcome we want. It's also committee staff. It's committee legal counsel. And the legal counsel that has the expertise and the experience to handle questions about abortion and criminal law are in the Judiciary Committee. Nothing about this vote will prevent you from getting your little way. Nothing about this vote says anything about your feelings on the morality of abortion. The Harvard Gazette recently had a piece about how abortion restrictions put maternal health and life at risk based on a new study about changing abortion rights in El Salvador. And the researchers looked at 6 years of cases where pregnant women with severe fetal abnormalities were denied abortions and forced to remain pregnant, which is what would happen under LB 626. What they found was horrific, of course. And it's what we can expect to see in the U.S. It's what we're already seeing in the U.S. and in states that have laws like LB 626. And there's a connection between the way these doctors were legally forced to give substandard care to protect themselves from criminal prosecution and what's happening here in Nebraska. LB 626 relates to criminal prosecution. It exposes doctors who are using their best medical judgment to jail time, to fines, to having to consult attorneys before they use their best medical judgment to treat a patient. One of the researchers on this case said, "The more I spend time working on cases like this, the more I'm convinced that we cannot legislate abortion. There is no way to legally define viability. There's no way to legally define the exact moment when a woman's life is in danger or not. Pregnancy on its own is high risk. Anytime someone is pregnant, it brings risks to the health and the life of the patient. I bet there are no members in this body today who don't have a story about a difficult birth, either one that they went through or one of their family members went through. We all have stories about emergency C-sections, about preeclampsia, about different fetal abnormalities, about different maternal diagnosis that we either went through ourselves or that we know someone who did. There is no law, no policy, no mandate that can morally predict or control or punish or any number of things, control the infinite number of things that can happen when a woman is pregnant. It's something you have to understand as anti-abortion people. It's something that you all have to understand as anti-choice folks who are trying to impose your will upon Nebraskans, that trying to define the life of a mother, when that moment is it 6 weeks? Is it 4 weeks? Is it from conception? Is it 20 weeks? It's never something that you can actually do. We know this bill will result in women dying. We know this bill will result in criminal prosecution. I see some of you shaking your heads. Yes, it will. Just look at what's happened in other states.